Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like him.
There he goes. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run. Brown will throw it. Fires to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense one.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab on the left side. Touchdown Mustangs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover him back up.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Some tough running there to create a little space and get it out to the 10.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to find another play. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Van Dyke. Skips away from pressure. Pulls it in, it's Brinson.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, SMU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Farrell.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Just ran over it across the 45. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Ford. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Ford. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Brown wants to pass. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he got loose. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so he can go get the 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Got his man. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Stanford! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the big fella. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Van Dyke. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Knight. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. 7 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon is currently ahead right now in Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 4 over Indiana. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide open downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls in the deep ball. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Sweet cut there. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's 4. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eye.
Boy, I swear to God, this game, boy.
Starting field position for this offense. Brown will throw it. Punch it out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Barrels ahead. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Just about had to pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown Mustangs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this with David kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Timeout, Stanford.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Brown wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarter...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, SMU. And the stomping has commenced.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Brown will throw it. Got his man on the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. The run to the right. Look out, he's got room. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Stanford lines up to punt it away.
Number 37 on to kick it away.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Stanford, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. Now he's going to break the pocket.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They give it to him again. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stage of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game.
Wow.
The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Gulbranson. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The give to the single back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll leave it with him. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight.